In this video, we're going to talk about Gemba Walk. It's a common issue when a complex project is underway. The people involved lose sight of the detailed work that goes into the very process they are trying to improve. A real-world problem that impacts the company's profits and customers' experience can become more of a theoretical abstraction, reduced to data reports and endless talk about the issue around a conference table. Recognizing this problem, process improvement leaders at Toyota developed what they call a Gemba Walk. 7. Gemba Walk, a management practice for grasping the current situation through direct observation and inquiry before taking action. Gemba means actual place in Japanese. Lean thinkers use it to mean the place where value is created. Japanese companies often supplement Gemba with the related term Genshi Genbutsu, essentially go and see, to stress the importance of empiricism. Because value flows horizontally across companies to customers, a productive way to take a Gemba Walk is to follow a single product family or product design or customer-facing process from start to finish across departments, functions, and organizations, according to James Womack, author of Gemba Walks and founder of the Lean Enterprise Institute. He recommends gathering everyone who touches the process being studied to walk together while discussing purpose. What problem does this process solve for the customer? Process. How does it actually work? And people. Are they engaged in creating, sustaining, and improving the process? Thus, a Gemba Walk becomes a way to understand work, lead, and learn. 6. Why are Gemba Walks important? Whether on-site or remote, and with or without a safety scope, Gemba Walks are important because they enable managers and leaders to see what processes are like on an operational level. Gemba Walks help eliminate incorrect assumptions about the workforce and drive changes with a lasting positive impact. Developed in Toyota, Gemba Walks can empower organizations to sustain continuous improvement efforts and help solve disconnects between leadership vision and implementation of processes and operations. Performing a Gemba Walk is the best opportunity to take note of good ideas, feedback, complaints, and issues in the workplace. Apart from going where the actual work happens and proactively engaging with employees, listed below are the top benefits of implementing and learning the Gemba Walks periodically. Demonstrate management commitment toward professional development. Boost employee morale as you care about them and value their work. Introduce changes that can be more easily embraced by workers. Cultivate a culture of openness, collaboration, and teamwork. Streamline operations across different levels in organizations, saving time and money. 5. How to do a Gemba Walk. While processes are unique for each company, any organization that wishes to conduct a Gemba Walk can be guided by the following steps. Give the team or employee to be observed the courtesy of a heads up. It's ideal that the team or employees who will be observed are informed ahead of time about the Gemba Walk that will be performed and the reason why something like this is going to be conducted, which is to make the work more efficient and maximize their impact and output. This will help put the employees at ease and be more natural in doing their usual routine and provide the observer a more authentic insight into what is really happening at work on a day-to-day basis. Prepare the questions to get the information you need. Gemba Walk is about observing processes and employees and asking the right questions that could lead to a better understanding of operations. With improvement as the ultimate goal in mind, the observer can prepare questions before the Gemba Walk as well as apply techniques such as the 5 whys to get relevant information during Gemba Walks. Observe only, don't interfere. The aim is to observe and gather information, not to change anything on the spot or call out deviations during the actual Gemba Walk. The last thing we want to happen is to give an impression that employees are being criticized during a Gemba Walk. This will help establish trust and avoid discomfort among employees being observed, as it will reinforce the idea that the Gemba Walk is indeed for observation with the goal to improve processes. Record observations. It cannot be stressed enough how record keeping is important to Gemba Walks, as any improvement that will be made relies on what is recorded during observation. 4. Process. Undoubtedly, Gemba Walk is one of the most important principles of Kaizen, or the Japanese philosophy and methodology of continuous improvement. A key step in the Gemba Walk process is making sure to regularly follow up on the information gathered to keep things on track. Here is how to carry out a Gemba Walk, along with some helpful tips and recommendations for an effective process. Prioritize areas with KPI gaps. Through Gemba Walks, opportunities for improvement are easier to recognize. Prioritize and highlight areas that might need attention. Gather data through improvement charts as a basis. In addition, determine where your target areas or what your target processes will be. Use digital checklists. Digital checklists are effective tools to perform efficient data gathering procedures. The main reason for doing Gemba Walks is to observe and record input. Gemba Walk checklists can also serve as guides to ensure that all points are being observed, asked, and recorded. You can also use checklists in other cases like performing safety inspections, 5S audits, and a lot more. Schedule your Gemba Walk. Never conduct Gemba Walks on the spot. Employees may feel uncomfortable and think that they have done something wrong. Schedule your Gemba Walks and inform the involved workers about it. It is ideal to perform a Gemba Walk once a week in each department for about 45 minutes. Ask significant questions. Asking the most relevant and significant questions during the Gemba Walk leads to an interactive session with employees and helps build a positive relationship between managers and employees. You get to know where the gaps are by asking the right questions. Check the status of priorities and action plans and if they're efficient to pass certain KPIs and improvement plans. Take notes and pictures. Write down your findings and visualize them by taking photos of what you saw and observed. By writing observations and taking photos, you are more likely to be engaged and focused on discussion and reflection. Most importantly, it will help you recognize patterns which may call for a reworking of action items later. Be a learner and show respect. Managers and leaders must manifest the proper attitude when conducting Gemba Walks. Remember that this is about the process and not about the worker. Avoid giving suggestions or sharing your personal views, but rather be attentive and learn new things from the insights of the worker. Provide positive feedback on work done well. Gather the team to discuss the learning points. After the Gemba Walk is done, follow up and learn what you shared about the activity, including the issues, struggles, and gaps which need immediate action and resolution. This is the phase to substantiate plans for process improvement. Decide which processes should remain and which ones to revamp. 3. How long should a Gemba Walk take? While there has yet to be a consensus among business management experts, a reasonable range for how long a Gemba Walk normally takes could be around 15 to 45 minutes per unit or department. A Gemba Walk of this duration can be adequate for asking questions with follow-ups, documenting employee insights, and detecting potential improvements. With the help of a free digital template that can be easily customized and used on any mobile device, you can facilitate more efficient Gemba Walks in your organization. 2. How often should you do a Gemba Walk? The frequency of a Gemba Walk varies depending on company goals, team size, facilitators, and outcomes. For example, if one of your goals as a business is to consistently meet quality objectives, then you might consider performing Gemba Walks more often than industry standards such as quarterly, monthly, or weekly. In the same way, large organizations may find themselves carrying out Gemba Walks more frequently than small to medium enterprises because there's a greater number of areas to improve. It is also based on who is performing a Gemba Walk. Like a branch manager can go to Gemba more often than a director of operations. Finally, one of the biggest factors in determining the frequency of Gemba Walks is probably the outcomes. Analyzing the results after applying specific improvements can help the organization adjust how often they should be doing a Gemba Walk in order to achieve optimum operational efficiency. 1. Conclusion. Augmentation offers manufacturers a way to enhance their existing workforce without sacrificing the flexibility and cost advantages of human labor. Importantly, it gives manufacturers a means of improving the systems within which humans work to improve conditions and encourage optimum performance. When considering how to augment your workforce, carefully consider which areas of your operations may contribute to error, as well as what technologies you will need to successfully outfit your workflows. Do let us know in the comments what your thoughts are about it. Thanks for watching.